like to introduce Ibikunle Olatunji, who is the Senior Manager at PwC. He is going to talk to us about BEPS, Base Erosion and Profit Shifting, Action Point number 14, which deals with making dispute resolution mechanisms more effective. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm just trying to get my slides to come up.
We can just check with the organizers. I'm afraid I can't help you with that. There we go. Should be.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here before you today. Today I'm kind of putting on two hats. I'm representing the SCCA as well as PwC. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to run us through some sort of update on the OECD work on Action 14, which is to make dispute resolution mechanisms more effective. Typically, when we hear the word dispute, it connotes something strong, some sort of contention between two parties. And like I like to say, and in relationships, misunderstandings happen. So I prefer to use the word misunderstanding, rather than dispute. It's more politically correct, it's easier to understand, and all of that. So dispute resolution, I would say resolving misunderstanding between taxpayers, between tax authorities, between tax advisors and the like. So who cares about MAP? I'd say we should all care about MAP. Particularly the people in this room. The authorities care about MAP, the taxpayer cares about MAP, and the advisors also care about MAP. So over the next few minutes, I'm just going to run us through quickly. I'll set the context, give an overview of Action Plan 14, a brief overview of MAP. I'm going to use this acronym a lot this afternoon. MAP basically means Mutual Agreement Procedures. I'll talk about current situation and the OECD's guiding principles in relation to the recommendations they've made and obstacles to MAP and addressing them. I'm mindful we're running behind time, so I'm going to stick to the key issues. Like a seasoned presenter would say at some point, the most challenging session in any presentation is the one before lunch and the one just after lunch. So I'm going to keep it neat and tidy. As we're all aware, the OECD has initiated the BEPS initiative, just to make sure there's proper matching between tax paid and the region in which tax is paid to avoid double non-taxation, essentially. And they've come up with several key action points. A number of them are ambitious at the beginning, but there's been a lot more traction, a lot of structure to ensure there's clear direction in relation to where they're going to. Action 14 was released in December 2014, and basically it seeks to improve the effectiveness of MAP in resolving treaty-related disputes or treaty-related misunderstandings, as I like to put it. This is the key message from the committee working on this specific action plan, to develop solutions to address obstacles that prevent countries from resolving treaty-related disputes. So the idea is to identify what the obstacles are, and then they've come up with some recommendations in relation to addressing these obstacles. So I'm going to go over some of the obstacles as well as key recommendations they've made, to resolve this. Brief overview of MAP. You find the MAP article in Article 25 of most treaties, and typically it says the authorities in both contracting states should meet together, interact, and find a way to resolve treaty disputes. And how does a MAP really arise in the first place? Typically, you need to have a tax treaty in place before we can start to talk about MAP. So you'd have a taxpayer who is resident in one country, doing business in another country, and saying country A is resident in country A, doing business in country B. If it's earned income in country B, and that income has been subject to tax, and then there's a likelihood country A, where his resident is also going to tax that same income, then the taxpayer needs to look at the treaty between both parties